In the quiet dawn of Macedon, a child was born. But what makes a legend? Birth or destiny?
A wild horse.
Untamed, feared by all. But Alexander saw what others could not. Not rage, but fear. And in that moment, he proved he was meant to lead.
Under Aristotle,
He learned of reason, logic, and the nature of power. But knowledge did not calm him. It awakened something deeper.
his childhood was not gentle.
Steel, dust, and discipline shaped him. While others played, Alexander prepared for war. When Philip II of Macedon fell, the world expected chaos. Instead, it found Alexander, young, untested, but already unstoppable. Rebellion rose like fire, and he crushed it without hesitation. Greece would not divide again, not under his watch. But his vision stretched far beyond Greece. Across the sea stood an empire, and Alexander was coming. With one step into Asia, he did not just cross land, he crossed into history. The river roared, steel clashed, men fell, and through the chaos, Alexander charged forward. Victory was only the beginning.
Some cities resisted.
Others opened their gates, because even before he arrived, his legend had. At Issus, he faced Darius III. Two kings, two destinies, but only one would rewrite history. With every coastline he claimed, the world grew smaller, and his power limitless. In Egypt, something changed. He was no longer just a conqueror, he was worshipped as something more.
He built a city.
Not for war, but for eternity. A place where knowledge would outlive kings. Still, he was not satisfied. Through deserts that burned, through lands unknown, he kept moving forward. At Gaugamela, the world held its breath. An empire stood against one man, and in a single moment, it fell. He entered Babylon in glory, not as a destroyer, but as the ruler of everything before him.
But power has a cost.
Persepolis burned, and with it, a question that history still cannot answer.
Far from home.
The victories grew harder, and the silence between battles louder. Yet even in conquest, he built cities rising where battles once stood. At the edge of the world, he found a land unlike any before, and still, he refused to stop. Rain fell, elephants thundered, and war changed before his eyes. But even here, he prevailed. Then silence. Not from the enemy, but from his own men. They would go no further. For the first time, Alexander turned back, not defeated, but human. The desert showed no mercy, no enemy, just survival. Back in Babylon, his mind still raced. More lands, more conquest, more history to write. But fate had other plans. The conqueror of the world began to fall. At 32, he was gone. No grand farewell, just silence. Without him, the empire broke. Power scattered like dust in the wind. But his story did not end. It spread through language, through ideas, through time. Coins, ruins, fragments of truth, all that remain of a man who once held the world. Writers tried to capture him. But how do you contain a legend in words? From war came connection. From conquest came unity.
We must present this
a
decree
world
to the council immediately.
forever changed. Stone remembers what time tries to forget. Paths opened, worlds connected, his journey became humanity's. Behind the legend was discipline, order, unbreakable strength. Ideas crossed borders, faster than armies ever could. Was he a hero or a conqueror? History refuses to choose. Truth lies hidden. between ink and silence.
His death,
His dreams, his final thoughts, forever unknown. Yet centuries later, others followed his path, chasing the same horizon.
even today,
His shadow remains, in cities, in culture, in history itself. The battlefields are silent now, but the echoes never fade,
he chased the edge of the world.
and became something greater, Alexander the Great.